We welcome you to the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships U17 Girls Finals match. We are nearing the end of the first half. We apologize for the technical issues. Jake Levy here as DMCV Sharks Elite and VSA Blue 96 Heat are doing battle here. We are scoreless towards the tail end of the first half. It's been good back and forth play, been a couple of chances. Both keepers have been relatively quiet. Both of these teams coming off 1-0 semifinal victories. As Kirsten Schnurr turns this upfield. Once again, we apologize for the technical difficulties delaying our coverage of this broadcast, but we are here with you now in a scoreless match. VSA Heat 96 Blue and DMCV Sharks Elite. VSA from Virginia. The VSA Heat 94 team won the U19 National Championship right here on Field 11 last night. And VSA Heat 96, who were all in attendance to cheer on their counterparts and training mates, are here trying to win their own national championship here this morning. Melissa Lauder on a goal kick will restart things. She'll be the goaltender in net all this match. Backup goaltender Sydney Wooten was given a red card yesterday in an important play where she handballed outside the 18 to prevent a game-winning goal to be scored in regulation. It was in the 90th minute. Sydney Yates was coming in pretty much untouched, and if she didn't do that, we would most likely be seeing Carlsbad Elite here in this finals match instead of DMCV. So for her efforts, she is suspended for this match. It means that national team goaltender Melissa Lauder in the green kit is the lone goaltender on the roster for DMCV Sharks from Del Mar, California. Meanwhile, for VSA, their goaltender Zoe Foxhall has been very good here in the early stages. Both goaltenders holding a clean sheet right now as we have a substitution towards the tail end of this first half. Both of these teams representing Group B, DMCV Sharks, the Group B champions. VSA, the Group B runners-up. VSA 1-1-1 with a huge victory on the final day of group play to earn the advancement, as they got a draw with Kings Hammer Academy on Thursday right here on Field 11 to get that 1 point to edge them ahead of third place Maitland. Meanwhile, DMCV went 2-0-1, 7 points to win the group easily. They with possession now, the Sharks in the gray kits going left to right here in the first half. As this first half coming towards a close, 45-minute halves. This match started at 8:40 a.m. So we're looking at probably the final 4 minutes plus whatever stoppage time deemed necessary. There have been a couple of injuries, nothing serious, no bookings. As Amanda Phillip will restart this with a throw. We certainly thank you for your patience joining us here on this lovely Sunday morning. Both of these teams doing battle for a national championship at the U17 level. The Sharks from Del Mar looking for their second straight national championship as this is played into the box. Diving save by Foxhall. Carroll got a foot on it, but she didn't get much on it, and Foxhall able to answer. Haley Harbison, touted more as a midfielder, used as a right back here in this finals match. We saw the Sharks on Field 11 for their semifinal match yesterday, and we saw more. As we're going to get a substitution before the throw-in. Harbison played more as a center mid in that match. She is in the right back slot. Here for Felicia Capps, the 2013 South California Coach of the Year. Drachin throws it in. 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships are brought to you by Happy Family, the official on-the-go superfood of U.S. Youth Soccer. Also by Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer, and by Liberty Mutual Insurance, an official sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. As this one sent into the box, rolls harmlessly across the touchline, will go for a goal kick. That shot on goal you just saw was probably the best chance that we've seen here in this first half. Neither team able to break the scoreless tie. Both teams getting 1-0 victories yesterday. as there is the whistle and there is halftime. So we thank you for joining us. We get to the tail end of the first half. Sorry for the delay. We apologize for all the technical issues happening here from the Maryland SoccerPlex, but there is no score after 45 minutes here from Field 11. The 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships are presented by the National Guard, the official armed forces branch of U.S. Youth Soccer and presenting sponsor of the National Championships. Also brought to you by Nike, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer. Also brought to you by Happy Family, the official on-the-go superfood of U.S. Youth Soccer. Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer. Liberty Mutual Insurance, an official sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Also brought to you by Nestle Nesquik, the official post-game drink of U.S. Youth Soccer. Brought to you by Skills, the official player performance training sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Also brought to you by Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. NSCAA, a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer. Also brought to you by MLS. U.S. Youth Soccer is the official grassroots partner of MLS. Also by Turbo Sports Group, the official video streaming production company of the National Championships. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you set for the second half and get you all the highlights we can coming up in just a bit. We welcome you back. Time for the second half for the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships Under-17 Girls Finals match. DMCV Sharks Elite taking on VSA 96 Heat Blue. Both teams scoreless after 45 minutes. They'll switch sides as we get ready to resume play here from Field 11 at the Maryland SoccerPlex. Thank you so much for joining us. The road to Maryland ends here, and the road for both of these two teams ends here as well. One will hoist the U17 championship. The other will watch on and wonder what could have been. There were some close chances in that first half. Let's show you really the best chance that was had by either side right now as we show you the save that was made by Zoe Foxhall, the goalkeeper for VSA. Watch this pass into the box. Carol gets her foot right on it, and the one hopper, she has to dive to her left and fall on top of it. That was as close as it came, but we are still scoreless after 45 minutes. Teams will switch sides as we get ready to start the second half. DMCV Sharks will now go right to left wearing the gray kits. They will start with possession. Meanwhile, VSA Heat 96 Blue going from left to right now wearing the all blue kits. They'll start on the defensive side. 45 minutes to determine who is the U17 Girls National Champion, and it all starts right now. Sharks start with possession as Komar sends it back. And now nearly taken away is making a run for that was Beretta, but it gets through. Here's Phillip. Rolls it in. This defensive line for the Sharks has been very tough to crack. Now the center back just sends it flying forward. A little bit of a change here from yesterday. Haley Harbison, who we saw in a midfield role during yesterday's semifinal match, has been playing in that right back position. She's still there here in this second half. So the national team midfielder playing a defensive role in this final match. Her and her goalkeeper, Melissa Lauder, both play for the U.S. national team. Lauder, as we mentioned, will be the only goaltender on the roster for the Sharks here today after Sydney Wooten is suspended for receiving the red card yesterday. One, she had to take a handball outside of the 18 to stop a surefire goal in the 90th minute that would have ended it in regulation. Had she not made that play, Carlsbad Elite would likely be playing here for the national title. But she's given her team a chance. It was Julie DeArmas' goal in the 108th minute that broke the scoreless tie and gave the DMCV Sharks the chance to play here against Virginia Heat. The Heat got a 1-0 victory as well over KC Dynamo. Karina Lacey, a 70th minute goal, was the lone tally. They finished in regulation. Cordova sends it in for Komar, but it's taken away. Now Beretta turning. She's cut down. Nice play by Komar. She's got it. Rolls it to the middle. Here's Montini. DeArmas. Watson cuts her off and gets it to short for the clear. DeArmas has a knack for those late goals. Certainly one to keep an eye on here for the Sharks in this second half. Here's Kristen Schnurr. She had 4 goals during group play. As it's headed back in the whistle, foul called against the Sharks. 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships are brought to you by Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer, and by Turbo Sports Group, the official video streaming production company of the National Championships. Don't forget you can order and purchase any broadcast from this year's event by visiting www.turbosportsgroup.com. Foul on the Heat in the attacking half, so Sharks get the free kick. Lauder restarts it with the big right boot. Montini heads this forward. Trying to pop it along by DeArmas, only goes as far as Watson, comes right back to DeArmas. She rolls it to the corner. Baez tried to cross it in. It was deflected back out, hit off her, and goes out for a throw. Nice play by the left back, Lauren Short. Lacey. And Short's big clear attempt is run out. DeArmas got in front of it, but it'll go for another throw for the Heat. Both of these teams have played on this pitch already this week. VSA Heat playing the final match of group play here on Thursday, getting the 2-2 draw to secure their advancement. The Sharks playing their semifinal match yesterday morning right here on Field 11. Sadek. Watson over to retrieve. Turns it upfield nicely. Only as far as Harbison. Runs it to the middle. Poked ahead and had to do so was Keogh. Now watch out, this one played in. And decision time there for Stab. She decided to play it to the wing. That was a good call. She had pressure coming in on her. It'll run out for a throw here in the attacking half. Can the Heat strike first? They watched their U19 girls score in the 11th minute in a 1-0 victory last night. That time Phillip tried to redirect it towards the net, winds up rolling across the touchline. Scoreless here in the 50th minute. U17 Girls National Championships final. Glad you could join us. Turning well through the middle. Looking for support. She put it in hoping for Schnurr, but that's run out. Harbison got to it first. VSA Heat, the Region 1 champions, won their 3rd state championship. Won it every other year since 2010. Won the Region 1 regional championship as this one is skied over. Finished in 4th place in the National League Blue Division this season. That was the same finish they had in the Red Division a year ago. A year ago, Kristen Schnurr was the National League leading scorer, recording 8 goals in her 7 National League games. They have not qualified as a National League qualifier as Sadek cuts in front and crosses that out. Another one picked out of the air. Cordova went by Harbison. Now fighting to get to the corner was Baez. She's still fighting, but a run out for a throw. VSA takes over on the possession. So Short will come out to throw it in. As a nearby VSA Heat 96 blue. The runners up here in Group B, both of these teams from Group B. The champion, the Sharks, are technically the home team here for this match as this comes to Lee. Lee run down, whistle silent, and now sent away as Gabrielle Gillis made an important defensive stop. Another throw coming for the Sharks. Well, both of these teams have to be used to playing tight matches. As we mentioned, a 70th minute goal yesterday by Karina Lacey was the lone tally in the Heat victory over KC Dynamo. It took all the way until the 108th minute before Juli DeArmas they'll walk it forward and throw it short, and the return pass off the mark. It's a really unforced turnover there as Phillip throws it in, but Lee takes it away. Lee gives along. Kovar fighting through, able to get by the defender, now inserts it, but there was a whistle and a foul as Komar got a little bit too much of Ava Roth drawing the whistle. Phillips' right-footed swing restarts play as this comes down into the middle. The Sharks grab it. It's loose, but comes right to Roth. She flicks it ahead. Keogh back. And she cut off the path that time of Michelle McKitchie. Now the Armis trying to control. Beretta sent it forward. Now McKitchie. Roth working it to the wing. Run off by Stab. And Stab will watch it go out for a goal kick. Stab able to catch Roth a bit unbalanced there and knock her over. Didn't have to do much to do it, just well timed. Headed back through, Lacey trying to get there. She knocks it down, chips it in. Harbison on the defense, and up to get it is Louder with Schnurr making the run. Beretta did well there to feed it through, and it was pretty well timed after the good control. 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships brought to you by the National Guard, the official armed forces branch of U.S. Youth Soccer, and presenting sponsor of the National Championships by Nestle Nesquik, the official post-game drink of U.S. Youth Soccer, and by Nike, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. Still scoreless here as we cross into the 56th minute. Substitution coming for the Sharks as Mary Briggs will check in. Briggs, the midfielder, Cal Poly Technical School. As right as she comes into the game, she'll be asked to take the throw in on the far touchline, so get a bit of a warm-up as she comes in. Cordova has it blocked by Short and then finished off. Machicki to the middle of the field, plenty of space. Played ahead hoping for Roth. Sadek was first to get it. Now another send in by Beretta, but nobody there. And that'll allow Keogh to come back and get it. Keogh, the California ODP and North Carolina State Wolfpack defender. Starts it forward. Only as far as Kelly Burney. Phillip. Pass taken away and turned nicely. Lee trying to get to it. And now a good over-the-head pass looking for Lee. That was well weighted, but Phillip able to get back and run it out. And now Phillip called for the throw as she stepped in front and willing to concede the throw in the attacking third. Stab, the Clemson Tiger, is up to throw it in. Throws it short of the 6 box, and the header flicked on is nowhere close, really, as it lands on top of the net. Not much on it for Montini. She did well to get to it, but it was going to be tough to turn that onto the goal with any type of force. So Zoe Foxhall will restart things. Harbison gives it ahead to Baez, but then she turns and runs it out. Sharks 2-0-1 in match play in the group stage. Getting the 7 points, undefeated. They got the 1-0 victory yesterday. VSA Heat gonna make a change here. Kendall Rapetta set to check in. She's gonna come in for Michelle McKitchie. Chicky with a round of applause from the supporters, who are voluminous for the team from Virginia. VSA Heat coming from Haymarket, VA. Just one state away. Meanwhile, the Del Mar, California Sharks coming all the way across country trying to win the national championship here in Germantown, Maryland. Stab. It was headed by Schnurr to interrupt the pass intended for Briggs. And now to run out. Throw in coming. Watson, good defending to force her off the ball. Rolls all the way through. Missed touch there, though. Sharks get it. Could be a dangerous position. Lee. Phillip working on her. Little stutter step, tried to cross it in, but Roth stepped in the way. Roth took the brunt end of that one, and Cordova's got it now. Roth still trying to shake that off. Comes all the way back for a shot from the outside, and it was pretty close. Zizi Komar got to it. Let the left-footed shot fly, but it missed high and wide. Solid 40 yards out when she let it go. Vauxhall saw it all the way as she now restarts. Settled down to Lee, though. Trying to roll it through for Cordova. Phillip stopped it, but now they try over the top and a bit too heavy. So Phillip, good defending there, didn't let it go through low and then forced a miss-hit high. Roth starts it ahead. Watson, Bernie for short. Short run down, that'll be a free kick. So good play along that back line from VSA Heat, securing possession. Willie DeArmas was in there. DeArmas, who got the deflection goal yesterday in the 108th minute to beat Carlsbad in the semifinal. Now Karina Lacey, who scored the goal for VSA, was giving it a look, but it was sent down the pitch. Short back, and she'll wait until it finally rolls across for a throw-in. That hugged the end line for a long time before finally rolling across. Short's throw for Lacey. Had a chance to meet Karina Lacey's mom on the way in today. She had her own sign made to support her team, just like these girls had made for the U19 squad that they were on hand to watch last night. If you watched the VSA U19 girls win, you saw plenty of crowd shots of the U17 squad here in attendance. And the U19 girls returning the favor. They're mixed in throughout the crowd here. Watch. The Sharks, the reigning champs. Meanwhile, this Virginia team, VSA Heat, the first time they've had a chance to take part in the national championships, trying to do big things with it and win it all. DeArmas giving chase, cut off by Bernie, but she was the last to touch it. It'll go out for a corner kick. Bernie had to hustle back, and Kelly Bernie got there, with DeArmas always dangerous, looming north near the box. So here will come the corner kick. DeArmas try to make a run forward. Now they do. Kick sent in. It's headed on. It's in the back of the net. Oh, what a finish. Perfectly headed. As they celebrate, it was Montini who got to it, struck it perfectly. And the Sharks bite first. DeArmas with the laser into the goal box. And Montini got right to it. As we'll take a look now. DeArmas, the right-footed stab. And then as you see, right over Bernie, Montini able to find the back of the net. Not much Vauxhall or any of the defense could do about it. Bernie maybe had a chance to mark her. But once that was missed, it was all over. Here. Now VSA will restart. They do have goal scoring power as Phillip comes down. The Heat, 7 goals scored during the group play, so they certainly do have the ability to put them in the net and put them in bunches. We've seen plenty of tight finishes. 1-0 seems to be the name of the game in the girls' playoffs. Can VSA flip that? They'll have just about 25 minutes to find an equalizer. DeArmas, who scored the game-winning goal in the semifinal match yesterday, her cross sets up Montini for the go-ahead goal here in the finals. when the Sharks, with their eyes on a repeat, as the arm is called for the foul. It'll be Phillip on it. Sends it to the edge of the 18. Not many bodies there, and Static will just escort this out for a goal kick. Well, now the complexity of things certainly changes with the 1-0 advantage. Del Mar Sharks all the way across country. Those of you watching, just hitting the 7 o'clock hour on the West Coast. As that pass hoping for Korhonen. Now Phillip, skies one, Schnurr, has it go over her head. And the only one there on the back end is Louder. That was the 4th corner kick for Del Mar in this match that nets them their first goal. This stopped out, watch out now. DeArmas trying to step through traffic, flicks it nicely to Lee. Got a bit behind her, so things will slow down as she sends this cross, and that's blocked away. Kept in alive though before the throw in. Lee still trying to work, still going after it, but Bernie able to win it. Now rolls it to Schnurr. Her pass is intercepted though, Montini. Harbison. Looking for Cordova, that's cut out by Watson. Schnurr. Lacey. Here's Korhonen. Heading for the corner. And working on Sadik, she gets the throw. And we'll have a substitution here. The Sharks are going to get Kirsten McBean back into the match as she comes on to grab DeArmas. DeArmas' cross on the corner kick, setting up the goal. Ava Roth working on Sadik. She's run down. And they'll say that'll go for a goal kick, allowing them to be aggressive in those wings. As again, Ava Roth found herself knocked to the turf when trying to go for a ball along the end line. The national team goaltender, Melissa Louder, working with a 1-goal advantage now. Can she make that hold up as Roth flicks it on? It's controlled. Well done by Repetta. She tries to turn, but right there was Stab. It'll go out for a throw, but this is deep in the attacking third. Roth will take it. Flick towards the middle. It comes wide. Now Schnurr giving chase. Cordova rolls it into space. Good footwork there. But it's blocked down. Now it comes through to Lacey. Lacey tried the through ball, hoping for Schnurr. But a reaching foot from the center back blocks that off. Now Lee turning with it. Lee tripped up a bit, able to retain possession. Cordova sidesteps the defender. Took a little bit of a shot on the instep, didn't get any foul call. Cordova again for Lee. Phillip eyeing her up. Flick pass to Cordova. Can she get something in? She tries, it's blocked down. And then cleared out. As Korhonen got her hand to it, now a sliding shot. Montini eyes for goal. She's already got the one here in this match. Substitution oncoming for the Sharks. Angelina Merriweather. She started the match, she's back in Here in the 69th minute, we remind you that the time on your clock is not official. Although it is accurate, the time for final time is kept on the pitch by the referee. Sometimes we'll get an indication with the fourth official's board of stoppage time. Sometimes we won't. We'll do our best to keep you as accurate as possible all the way to the finish here in this one. VSA needing a goal to level things here. Foxhall, left-footed restart. But that's controlled by Briggs. Stamped through. Lacey can't get to it. Now the shot. And she had some space. Couldn't do anything with it, really. As McBean stepped in. Might have been better off trying to touch that forward and see if they could create something there. Circling back for it, Briggs. Cordova hoping for that, but Lacey's to it. Bernie's to it first, hoping for Lacey. But that's taken away. Now Watson. Schnurr, one touch on. Montini cuts that away. Blocked off Lacey, now get to the head. McBean. Nice move. Now she deflects that in on goal, and that came in pretty hard. After the clear attempt just bounced right off her shin guards and came pounding in. Foxhall scoops it up, restarts it with the punt. Lacey. Looking for Roth. Sadik trying to turn it, didn't get much on it. But it will trickle out of play. 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships brought to you by Skills, the official player performance training sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer, and by Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. Substitution here for VSA Heat. It's Isabella Muzo. Trying to get that back to Phillip. It's pumped ahead. Bernie. She came together, and it looks like perhaps McBean was caught up around the face. That's the second time that's happened to her. She got popped up around the eye in the first half. And she's holding that eye again. Hopefully she's okay, as the medical staff coming out and looking at her. She might have been poked in the eye on that play as the two came together. There was no foul. So we'll probably have a drop restart as the referee just blew the play dead. 1-0, the Sharks lead here as the crowd falls silent, hoping to see McBean up and okay. We'll try to get you a look, and yeah, it was just the left hand of Bernie that was up a bit too high and caught her up around the face. Purely incidental contact as we get a look at it again here. And you see just the left hand as she was trying to make a move, and McBean stepped in, put her body in the way. That's the risk that you take in that situation. Certainly both sides leaving it all on the field here today. National championship on the line as McBean now slowly to her knees, and that's a good sign as they continue to talk to her. She'll for sure have to come out of the match at least until she's waved back on by the official. We'll see if the Sharks choose to make a substitution for her and give her a little extra time to recover. As she's got ice on the side of her face and gets a round of applause as she makes her way off the pitch on her own accord. Right now, head coach Felicia Capps is talking to the official about making a substitution. It looks like it's going to be Carroll to come in as you take a look at the go-ahead goal for the Sharks. Montini, the header off the nice cross from Julio DeArmas on the corner kick. And there you see the elation and how close they are now to repeating as national champions. The restart, the free kick was actually awarded to the Sharks, or against the Sharks, as now the Heat have it. They chip it over the top. Coming out for it, Louder. She's got it. McBean being continuing to get medical treatment over on the bench as this one is restarted. Short ahead to Schnurr. Lacey. Phillip with plenty of space. She's got a runner ahead of her as well. Sends it into the box for Schnurr. Got too much on it as it floats over everybody and goes out for a goal kick. Schnurr, the lone Heat player, making a run into the box that time, and she had Haley Harbison right next to her. Also had Louder giving her an eye as it came flying over everybody's head. Just flicked forward, but knocked down, and a whistle, and a foul called against the Heat. So Carroll able to win the free kick after she stepped in front of Watson. Watson whistled for the infraction. And now pretty close to a chance to send this into the box. This one's scalded towards the net and over everybody. Zizi Komar was the closest to it, but she would have had to leap pretty high in the air to get anything on that. Foxhall was right there anyway and watched it go out. Phillips' header was back as far as Sadek. She has it taken away though. And now watch out, this chipped in but stolen away by Stab. Now comes near side, it's Briggs. Has Carroll in the middle, trying to get it to her, was blocked off though. They finish it off and get it to Carroll. Now she sidesteps, working her way in. Carroll into the 18. It's free, bounced off the head of Carroll and will go out for a goal kick. That clear attempt just coming up and catching her right off the forehead. And a heavy deflection coming all the way back. A solid 12 yards to go out of play. Korhonen turns this as far as Sadek. Foxhall can field that with the hands. Time winding down. Moving quicker, of course, if you're the Heat than if you're a Shark supporter. As the whistle and the free kick given. Didn't see much of an infraction, but enough deemed by the referee for a free kick for the Sharks. Sharks in the gray kits going right to left. VSA Heat in the all blue kits working from left to right. It was a GM Mortini goal that put them in front as this one's headed back. Bernie first to it, spinning, working against Carroll. Schnurr forwards it along. This one comes out for Rapetta, but her insert is just blasted all the way down, and Foxhall tried to field that in the air, was able to tip it to herself. Montini ahead for Carroll, but blocked off. Beretta started it the other way. Merriweather for Carroll. Stays in play, but Watson rips it free. Now Korhonen. Ahead for Phillips. Nice time. Now Phillip with Cordova on her. Oh, that's a pretty pass to Muzo. But Muzo's insert stopped for a moment, and then she's whistled for the foul. Much to the dismay of the crowd. Didn't see much there. Referee calling this very tight right now. Couple of ticky-tacky fouls both directions. Although VSA is going to feel like they're on the short end of a few of them. Muzo. Run down, and that's going to be a foul. As we're going to take a look at this again here. Muzo trying to sidestep, and I just don't see anything. Yeah, she went down. I mean, that's incidental contact all the way. This is a championship match. You got to let these girls play a little bit. Phillip into the box. Rapetta touched it along. It's free. Lacey trying to get a boot on it. Now Lacey again finds herself in space, and it's clear just in front of her. Sadek got to it. Foxhall trying to start something from her goalkeeper position. Komar the first one to it. Cordova. Montini. Well-weighted ball for Carroll. Bernie trying to come over and cut down the angle, and she does. Good route taken to that ball. As we're going to get some subs here. Both of them for the Heat. It's going to be Lauren Short. Lifted for Sarah Strachan. And Kendall Rapetta coming off for Taylor Decker. So a couple of defenders replaced by midfielder and forward. Strategy changed up here. Heat trying to apply the pressure. But they're going to have the first defensive throw in from the Sharks in an advantageous position. Here it comes towards the box. Carroll flicks it towards the middle. Foxhall out there to grab it. Keogh settles it with Watson pressuring her. And she fights through a lot of contact to force that down the field. Nice job. Keogh again. Bernie heads it back. That was deflected, so another throw coming here for the Heat. Sarah Strachan just into the game, throws it in. Schnurr trying to get to it. Well done. Watson. Pump that, it'll go out for a goal kick. Watson stepped in front of the clear attempt. Time continues to wind. 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships brought to you by Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier of youth soccer. By NSCAA, a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer, and by MLS. U.S. Youth Soccer is the official grassroots partner of MLS. VSA gets control of the free kick, and now Schnurr. She had 4 goals in group play. She tries to cross it in. Harbison cuts her off. Haley Harbison takes it away, and the national team midfielder gets it away from danger. Now further along, Carroll has runners on either wing. She works it herself, crossing with Cordova, takes it through the defense. Carroll's in. Can she get the shot away? Foxhall blocks it off. It'll go for a corner. Nice run by Carroll, taking that herself all the way. Foxhall had to make the save. It goes out. And now, the last time the Sharks had a corner kick, it wound up leading to a goal. DeArmas, who took that, is not on the pitch. Towards the box again. That's right in front. It comes free. Schnurr heads it, but Cordova gets to it first. And Cordova, who was tripped up from behind, couldn't control it. It'll go out for a throw. That time, Merriweather with the insert. As you take a look now here at Schnurr trying to turn this on net. And the beautiful stop by the defensive play of Haley Harbison. Always dangerous going to the slide, but she was able to do it well. Schnurr pumps that forward. We'll get you a look at the run by Carroll in just a bit. Rachel Carroll took it all the way in herself. Had Cordova running with her, had a wise decision to take it in. She was able to squeeze through the defense, knowing they're playing with 3 back now instead of the usual 4, pressing for a goal. Phillip, the right back, perfectly touched to Lacey. Montini heads it wide. Montini's goal in the 58th minute, the lone tally thus far. Will it hold up? Here you go. Here's Rachel Carroll's take as she's able to step by Bernie, squeeze through with Phillip reaching for her. She touched it to herself, and the pressure by Phillip forced a low shot that allowed Foxhall to get a piece of it. Now a free kick. Here as live play resumes, and Foxhall is going to come all the way out of her goal to take this. Crushes it towards the top of the box. That bounces through, and might have been offsides anyway, as Muzo turns it. But the only one there was louder. After she secures it, she looks over at the side judge wondering why the offsides flag was not up, and that's a fair question. Merriweather trying to work it. She gets it in to Montini. Her through ball for Carroll stopped off. And now can they build from the middle? Muzo. Rolls it for Korhonen. She fakes to Phillip, keeps it herself. Korhonen tries to roll it to the middle for Muzo, but she was rolling backwards. This is far as Bernie. Headed away by Sadek. Chasing it down. Decker, she got there. And a throw-in coming for the Heat. We are going to get a substitution here, as Mary Briggs will be pulled. Jordan Sanders going to come on for the Sharks. Briggs a midfielder, Sanders the defender, headed to Long Beach State. Sharks content with a 1-0 lead, going to try to make that hold up. Will the set-piece goal scored here in the second half be enough for the Sharks to repeat as national champions? This roll to the middle dangerously, and Lauder just going to come out and secure it right at the top of the 6 box. Once again, VSA Heat in the blue kits going from left to right. In the gray, Del Mar Sharks going from right to left. The Sharks with the 1-0 lead as Sadek pumps this forward. Korhonen tried to turn it, but it was blocked off. Lacey. Montini. Blocked by Lacey. Lacey tried to walk it through. Muzo. Korhonen. Looking for Phillip. Cordova tried to run her off, but Phillip got there, and she kept it in play. No, she did not. Phillip nearly able to save it, but it runs out for a Sharks throw-in. Just about 4 minutes plus stoppage time left. Do the Heat have the solution? Phillip watching it roll all the way back, being chased down by Cordova. Plays it back ahead, saved. And now Rachel Carroll turning towards the box. Carroll blocked down, whistle stays silent as the Sharks will watch it roll out and take the throw in. Sanders just into the match. Cordova. Sanders was blocked off by Muzo, thought about the big cross, instead they two-play it. Now Sanders getting to the corner. Phillip chasing her. Muzo over there as well. Muzo wins it away. Montini heads it. Cordova. Sanders. Muzo, well done. Can't you take the ball away, though? They finish, and the throw is going to stay with the Sharks. Samantha Stabbs going to take it. 88th minute here. The U17 Girls National Championship final. A 1-0 tally. Will it hold? It's been a half hour since that goal. There's a throw-in coming for the Heat. Phillip hoping for the free kick, but it was just a throw-in. Turned along Watson. Sadek poked it ahead. Sanders and Carroll. It's Carroll with it. Korhonen took it away, and it deflects off Carroll to go through a throw. BSE trying to go quickly. Muzo had it deflected back by Sadek. This runs to the middle for Lacey. She swings it forward, but sliding as Montini to send it back. Now it's knocked down by Cordova. She runs with it. Got room to the corner. She's just going to take it over there. Had a chance to try to pressure that towards the net. Instead, she chose to just go for it. And a goal kick. Very close. Phillip almost touched it a bit too early and gave it as a corner. Instead, Foxhall trying to rush things along here. Headed back, Cordova, but Bernie plays it forward. To the middle, Lacey knocked it down. Now Phillip and Carroll giving chase. Phillip gets there first. It's swung ahead. Montini over the back, and there's the whistle and the foul. Montini came over the top of Decker. Could this be the real chance here in the 90th minute? It's going to be Foxhall all the way up. They stack the box. Crowd on their feet. Foxhall peers in. Here it comes. Towards the net. It's poked away. Louder got her fingertips to it. Cordova follows it up with a good chase, but only clears it as far as the defense as they poke it back in. That shoulder to the middle. Montini. Bernie. Who's there? In the middle, it's Lacey. But before she could get to it, Stab got to it. 3 minutes shown by the fourth official of added time. 3 minutes left here in the U17 Girls National Championship. Is that enough time for an equalizer? Cordova, Montini. Chipped back ahead. That deflection is controlled by Sadek, but knocked down. Chasing for it is Watson. She settles. Muzo towards the box. It's headed up by Lacey, but not on target. Montini follows it. Now Beretta giving chase. Carroll was the last to touch it. Beretta will throw it in. That throw in cleared right back. Strachan. Throw in, trying to get by Carroll. It does. Down the wing, but that bouncer cleared away. Cordova giving chase now. Foxhall off her line. Cordova pokes it ahead. Can she get something towards the net here? Cordova for the win! And it's just wide. Good effort there by Cordova, reading that the keeper was well out of her net and just trying to get a good touch on it and angle it towards the goal, but it trickled wide. It'll come out for a goal kick here. Under 2 minutes left. Foxhall restarts. Bernie turned it with the head. That'll find the end line and go for a throw. Carroll to it in the corner. She's going to hold it there until she's forced to do otherwise. She's able to fight off 2, 3 heat, and then finally loses possession. Throw incoming. Schnurr. And her touch is not what she was hoping for as it runs out. A throw in coming. 2 minutes here into what should be at least 3 minutes of stoppage time. It runs out in a throw for the Sharks. VSA needs to find a way to get a quick turnover, get the ball back. Here they come. Can they get something off? They try the lob pass. It's touched along, fighting for it. Now running, but it's taken away. Big deflection, free kick for the Sharks. Big decision by the referee in that situation as the two came together on the 50-50 ball, and the free kick is given to the team in front. Take a look at it again. Probably shouldn't have even been a foul. And there's the whistle. And for the second straight season, the Del Mar Sharks are national champions. A 1-0 victory on the Montini header is enough as they beat VSA Heat and the National League representative, winning the Blue Division, making their way to the national championships. A 2-0-1 run through group play. A 1-0 victory with a 108th minute goal in the semifinals. and then a second half tally in the finals, and they have become, for the second straight year, national champions. Winning the Mavis Derflinger Cup a season ago, they come back after their second straight National League Blue Division Championship. Resting on the laurels of the reigning Gold Glove winner Melissa Lauder, will more than likely see her win that title yet again. Lauder, also of the best 11 team from a year ago, as they celebrate and now shake hands at midfield. The good sportsmanship shown here on field 11. VSA able to get the U19 championship last night. The younger counterparts fall just short. They had a couple of opportunities, as we'll get to the highlights just as soon as we can. Disappointment for them, but elation for the team from Del Mar, California. As a round of applause from the supporters for the team from Virginia, the Region 1 champions. A tremendous season for them. And they know they've still got a couple of shots left to come back and get a national title. But right now, the trophy belongs to them, the Del Mar Sharks, as they celebrate an excellent match played. They did so without their backup goalkeeper, Sydney Wooten, another D1 college attendee. Wooten and Lauder tend to split time in the net as they hold their hands in the air, their t-shirts, and the celebration. Let's take a look at the highlights here from the match today, as just a phenomenal effort. The 2014 U.S. Youth National Champions showing tremendous spirit, tremendous heart. The two national team players, Haley Harbison and Melissa Lauder, leading the way. Lauder headed on to Santa Clara University. Haley Harbison to Pepperdine. As here you take a look, the Sharks getting ready and pumped up for this match, doing so with just one goalkeeper on their roster for the match. Meanwhile, VSA Heat, who are still elated from watching their friends and sisters win a night ago. Here's a chance for the Sharks in the first half. It was saved away by Zoe Foxall, who played well. Then here a chance, Lauder having to be big, coming up and taking that right off the head of Schnurr. Couple of shots that were high and away. Then here, the chip into the box from the corner, and the perfectly placed header, just a laser beam into the corner, right between Phillip and Foxall. Nothing they could do about it. That was the game winner. Couple of chances for the equalizer. Schnurr blocked off by a well-played defensive play by Harbison. She was a midfielder asked to play defense, played left back today. Carroll a chance to pad the lead. Foxall with the save. The defense keeping them in the match for just as long as they could. Here was the final insert. Lauder had to punch it away, and that was it. The final chance to equalize. The time runs out, and the Sharks become national champions. They'll have a chance for a three-peat next year, but right now they're going to celebrate becoming back-to-back girls national champions. It was an exciting match. 1-0 your final. That seems to be the theme of these national championship tournaments. The 1-0 finishes, the one-goal nail-biters that have so much riding on the line, coming down all the way to the end. It was certainly a fun one. We've got one more match to go here from Field 11 from Germantown, Maryland. The 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships almost at a close. We've got the U17 Boys National Championship coming up next. But until then, on behalf of our entire production team, U.S. Youth Soccer, and all those at Turbo Sports Group, again, the final score from Maryland SoccerPlex on the Stadium Field 11 in the U17 National Championship. DMCV Sharks 1, VSA Heat 96 Blue 0. The Sharks, two-time defending national champions. We'll see you in a bit for the boys U17 final match. Welcome to the Maryland SoccerPlex and today's Under-17 Boys Don Greer Cup Final from the 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships presented by the National Guard. Today's final features FC Dallas Youth 97 Premier from Texas and Manhattan SC PSG 96, the Region 1 champions. Hello everyone, it's time for the Don Greer Cup. The 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships are brought to you by the National Guard, the official armed forces branch of U.S. Youth Soccer and presenting sponsor of the National Championships, by Nike, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. Also brought to you by Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer. Brought to you by Happy Family, the official on-the-go superfood of U.S. Youth Soccer. Brought to you by Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Liberty Mutual Insurance, an official sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Brought to you by Nestle Nesquik, the official post-game drink of U.S. Youth Soccer. Also by Skills, the official player performance retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. Brought to you by Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. By NSCAA, a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer. By MLS, U.S. Youth Soccer is the official grassroots partner of MLS. And also brought to you by Turbo Sports Group, the official video streaming production company of the National Championships. The Don Greer Cup on the line. Manhattan SC PSG, the Region 1 champions, taking on Dallas. As we are set to go, FC Dallas Youth 97 Premier, the Region 3 champions. FC Dallas, the winners of Group A. Manhattan, the winners of Group B. And now they face off in the finals here from Germantown, Maryland. Manhattan PSG starts on the ball. They move left to right wearing the white kits. FC Dallas is in the red kits, going from right to left as we get underway. He's taking it right up the gut was Juan Gonzalez. He's blocked off and run out. Sergio Lara giving it a chase that time. There is Martin Dadage, who was injured a bit in yesterday's match, but seems to be just okay to come back in. We will not be seeing Osman Uzi, who was suspended after the 2 yellow cards yesterday during the match with Fullerton Rangers in the semifinal. It went for a 3-2 victory in overtime penalty kicks as Dadage rolls it far side. Hennessy, great to see him out there. Hennessy came off with what looked like a pretty significant injury yesterday morning. Goygochea turns it back to Hennessy, and his insert is blocked off by Ivan Ulloa. Ulloa and the rest of these FC Dallas players were in Chick-fil-A yesterday watching the penalty kicks between Manhattan and Fullerton Rangers to see who they would play. Their match ended, even though they went to overtime as well, ended well earlier than the other, because here on Field 11 we had the girls match at 8 a.m. go into overtime as well. So we got a half hour. Play to the near side, rolls over the touchline. He'll go for a throw. Brian Padilla, little extra words for Dadage. He didn't seem to take too kindly to that. Towards the middle, headed up by Salazar. Ober is Borovic. He's wearing the captain's sleeve for Manhattan SC here in the finals match. Here's O'Grady. Near side, Chung. Chung had the tying goal in yesterday's match in the 76th minute, sending us to overtime. Dadage, Milan, intercepted in a dangerous spot, but couldn't control it. O'Grady back to clean it up, swings it over to Hennessy. Rodas giving chase. Hennessy through the middle, and that's swung back by Villalobos. Now tripped up, trying to go through the middle was Lara. This will come all the way in as Amigon starts it back. Amigon able to win the penalty shootout, getting the 3-2 victory. Amigon didn't have to make a save. It was 4-4 headed to the 5th and final round. PSG got the goal to go. And then Amigon watched the 5th and final attempt sail over the crossbar from Fullerton giving them the win. Now Sisse tried to get his head to it, sent away from him. Villalobos turns it. Salazar plays it wide. Both teams feeling each other out a little bit here. Both teams needing overtime to advance here to the finals match. FC Dallas went down 2-0 very early to Cup Ohio yesterday before screaming back. Luke Treadway had 2 straight goals in the 12th and 14th minute for Cup to put them up 2-0. That lasted until the 54th minute when John Saturla got 1 on the board for FC Dallas. Then in the 90th minute, Sergio Lara took over. In the final minute of stoppage time, he scored the equalizing goal, sent it to overtime, and then he scored 3 straight goals in the 6th, 8th, and 25th minute of overtime. 4 straight goals, including the 3 in overtime, to give the 5-2 victory to FC Dallas Youth 97, and they find themselves now with a chance to play for the national championship, as this one's just sent in harmlessly on Amigon. Dadaj. Sisse. Touch for O'Grady. Hennessy. Borovic. Trying to sidestep Villalobos. He sends it back. It goes to Fitzgerald. Sisse backing. Uses the head to control it. Well done. Tips it along as he got it to Harrison. Now the play in from Chung. And leaping for it was Goicoechea. He couldn't get to it. The Don Greer Cup on the line. Korleski is fouled as he tries to cross midfield. And the referee going over to talk to Hennessy. Hennessy was carded in the 7th minute of yesterday's match, given a yellow and a booking. This time just a talking to from the head official. Hennessy, who is one of the shorter players on the pitch, but certainly makes up for it in tenacity. Now Brian Padilla steps up to take this free kick from the back line. They stack the top of the 18. Plays it long towards the 6, and Amigon fields it. Now he'll roll it quickly. Goicoechea starts it up. Little stutter step. Sisse. Goicoechea again. Now Chung. Chung for Dadaj. Down the wing. And that's blocked off nicely, coming back and getting a piece of it. Good block there for Dallas. Dadaj. Right-footed cross. Harrison, big left-footed drive. And that's well over it, clearing even the Road to MD hashtag up atop the field, just beyond the far side goal. That north side of the field where you see Maryland SoccerPlex, the hill. On the south side, you've got the scoreboard. FC Dallas going north to south, right to left from our vantage point. Sawyer Williams restarts it. Borovic headed it forward. Got away with a bit of an over-the-back touch there. Now Harrison has it taken away. Nifty work through the middle by Ulloa, and he draws the foul on Borovic. So Ulloa, who was backing away, somehow able to get the whistle on the free kick in the attacking half. Scoreless here in the opening minutes of the first half. We're glad you could join us from the Maryland SoccerPlex U17 Boys Final Don Greer Cup Championship match. This is driven into the box. Fitzgerald sent it away. It's headed right back in. As Benitez kept it alive, and then the drive goes wide, deflected out for a corner. It'll be Ulloa trying to send this into the box. We just watched the U17 Girls Finals match here on Field 11. It was a corner kick that led to the lone goal in the 1-0 victory, as DMCV Sharks Elite became two-time defending national championships, winning the U17 in 2014 after taking the U16 in 2013. Now this one's floated towards the box. That was headed on goal, as Amigon had to give it a look, but pulls back at the last moment, lets it roll out. FC Dallas 2-0-1 through group play, 7 points. They and Manhattan both identical records. Manhattan had a better goal differential, making them the home team here in this match. SSA pops it forward, blocked off. Borovic tried to control it. Instead, here's Benitez. Nice play there, cheeky pass from Uloa. Borovic spinning. Chung. Harrison through the middle, lob pass, hoping for Sase. He gets to it. Defense working on him. Jasgada able to stop him off. Sase is so dangerous when he gets the ball in that type of position, and Jasgada was able to stop him from moving towards the net. The clear settled by O'Grady. Dadaj swings it across. Here's Fitzgerald. Hennessy. Fitzgerald pokes it along the far sideline. Now Goicoechea working it towards the middle. Still has possession. Borovic, plenty of space. He'll touch it along for Harrison. Now he sends it towards the box, headed away easily. Settled by Borovic. A little bit too heavy of a touch, but Chung able to get to it. Miguel Chung fighting through. Chung still trying to work it. He should have probably passed that back to Hennessy, but tried to turn it ahead. And now we're going to get a whistle, and Chung, we'll see if the referee has any decision here after Chung kind of cocked that right hand backwards. Borovic going to come in and join the conversation as well, wearing the captain's band. And it looks like the ref is going to allow, oh, nope, there's the yellow. He deliberated for a moment. It looked like a yellow was necessary in that situation. And Chung indeed is shown the yellow card here early on. It wasn't for the foul itself, it was for the play afterwards where he got a little too aggressive. A lot riding here on this match, the Don Greer Cup U17 Boys Finals match. So glad you could join us on this lovely Sunday morning, capping off what's really been a pleasant week here in Germantown, Maryland. We come to you from the stadium field, the centerpiece of the Maryland SoccerPlex. This drive is touched on. Possession one, well done. Rodas. Rodas touches it to the touchline. He's tripped up by Hennessy. And they say it just rolls out for a goal kick. So I suppose Hennessy had good defending there. I think FC Dallas still looking for a foul call. Referee says play on. Dadaj rolls it ahead. In the midfield, it's taken away. Villalobos. Here's Harrison. Sisse. Harrison. Tried to force it to the middle. Too many red jerseys around him. Salazar turning it back. That big swinging low insert was blocked down, but still finds its way to Villalobos. Sisse giving him problems. Now they'll send it long, hoping for Lara. Blocked away. Hennessy, big left-footed swing. That's blocked down as Marriott starts it along the back line. Villalobos. Goicoechea slips while giving chase. That frees up plenty of space. As now they try to send Lara again. Amigon is out, and Amigon the first one there. And Lara afterwards signaling he wants that a little bit wider. Played away from the keeper, give him a chance to do some work with it. O'Grady, here to Dadaj. Chung with a nice flick pass. Harrison turning. Fitzgerald. Nice pass by Varovic. Now they run it to the middle for Harrison. Good possession building here for Manhattan. Dadaj joining the attack. Able to sidestep the defender, working down the wing. Crosses it into the box, still gaining possession, but then as he tried to cut it back towards midfield, was cut out, and then slides over and blocks the clear attempt out of play for a throw. O'Grady, big header, won by Salazar. Now the chip again, looking for Lara. He gets it wide this time as he wanted. Working on Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald much larger. Lara takes it towards the middle. Villalobos sets it. Touches it near side. Here's Padilla. Chung working on him. Padilla gets the left-footed shot towards the net. And as Amigon came up, it went over the top and landed up there for a goal kick. Not a bad drive, being pressured and trying to turn to the outside. Still scoreless here in the first half. FC Dallas Youth in the red, kids with the white stripes going right to left to start this match. Manhattan in the white kits with the navy shorts. Salazar touches it wide. Now they play it up the sideline, but only for a moment. Stamped out, it'll go for a throw. Nifty little move to get the bottom of his cleat on that, reaching behind him, but couldn't do anything to control it. As Hennessy now after the throw. Harrison, Goicoechea through the middle, made one man miss using some speed. Now he's got runners, he's got Chung. Chung looking for something creative here. Sese crossing into the box. He'll just take a left-footed shot that's nowhere close. Chung disappointed with himself for that effort. He had Goicoechea and Sese both making runs. Sese was well blocked off, and Goicoechea headed to the wing. Instead, Chung just decided to try to throw it on net. Now Williams out for the goal kick. Villalobos. Salazar looking for Lara again on the lob pass, and again Amigon is out there easily. They've been nothing but consistent so far in their attempts to create offensive chances. Borovic trying to control that. He was wrestled off by Dylan Loftus, but possession retained as Chung tries to one-touch. It comes back to Goicoechea. He's looking for something here. Was walled off, so he'll just turn it back to Dadaj. And then his touch to try to get it back to Goicoechea was too strong. Maybe he thought Goicoechea was headed towards the far corner as the two exchange a glance. We're going to get a substitution now for Manhattan as Michael Steer is going to come on. Steer replacing Chung. Now Benitez. Steer was a starter in yesterday's match with Chung coming off the bench. Today they go the opposite. Fitzgerald works at far side. Steer turns it along for Hennessy. And they continue the back line play. Watch out here, turnovers. Lara takes it away. Lara speeding past Milan, getting the drive off, but Milan and Steer able to combine to get the block. And Amigon right on the edge of the 18 box, pulled it in with his hands. Good awareness by Amigon, keeping his feet just tucked inside the 18. As he flies it ahead, Goycochea has it taken away. Right at midfield. Now the chip. Hoping down the sideline for Ulloa. Very well touched. Dadaj does well to come back and cut it off. Runs it out for a corner. Important piece of defending there, as Ulloa was behind the defense and looking pretty much straight at an empty goal mouth to send it across. And now Christopher Villalobos is on for this corner kick. Villalobos surveys the box. Pops it high to the far post. Amigon reaching up with the right hand, swatted it away. And Harrison finishes it off with the big clear. What a save and what a play by Amigon. That insert cut off by Loftus. Steer knocks it down. A lot of heavy touches here in the first half. Harrison takes a couple of touches with the left foot to control it. Now he does. Hennessy tried to play it back to him. Hennessy moving up to a midfield spot with Steer coming in. Steer taking his spot in that left back roll. So a bit more of a defensive look now. Run in. Headed on back by Brian Padilla. Turning now. Villalobos. One touch into the middle. Fitzgerald steps up. Hoping for Lara. He may have been offsides anyway, but it doesn't matter as it bounces into Amigon. That might have been why he let it go. Borovic. O'Grady. Sese. Goycochea. Back for Sese. And now they'll send it wide, going to Steer. 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships are brought to you by Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer, and by Turbo Sports Group. Don't forget you can purchase and order any match from these 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships by logging on to turbosportsgroup.com. Padilla restarts it on the throw-in. Now Villalobos decides to play it forward. Harrison, nicely timed pass for Sese. Does he have any help as he sends it towards the box? It's sinking down, and it forces Williams to reach up and play it. That had eyes for the top corner on the far post, as Sese measured that perfectly. As you'll get a look at the replay, I've got all black on my monitors. Rolls it to the middle, Benitez. Play to the middle, stopped by Milan, but it doesn't go far. Controlled by Benitez. Hennessy runs that back for Steer. O'Grady. Trying for Goycochea, but that's blocked down, and now a dangerous turnover position here as this is sent into the box, and Amigon comes out and picks it up before Benitez can get to it. Borovic. Sese. Gaining space. Goycochea making a run down the middle. Sese crosses it. Looks for something from a far run from Hennessy. And Dylan Loftus will just shield him off as his keeper, Sawyer Williams, comes out to play it. Both of these teams needing overtime as we reach across into the 23rd minute to advance to this finals match. Manhattan, who nearly gave up the go-ahead goal to Fullerton Rangers White yesterday in the later 80 minutes. About the 87th minute, it was called back on an offsides call. Replay showed that it was grossly incorrect. Fullerton arguing all the way through the end of overtime that they felt that this match should have been over long before that. It went to penalty kicks, and on the very 10th and final one, sailed over the crossbar, and Manhattan celebrated the advancement to this national championship match. O'Grady. Steer. Nice job to control that ball in the air. Now he's trying to send Goycochea, who is working through the defense, and he'll be whistled for the foul. Trying to fight through a much larger defender. Standing in his way was Kamar Marriott, and Marriott wins the free kick. Free kick coming after the penalty. As this goes over the head of Borovic. Settled down, turned back. That's picked up in the middle by Villalobos. Goycochea plays it near side. Here's Harrison. Goycochea. Sese gave it to Harrison. Goycochea can't get that recovery on a well-weighted ball. He was walled off as Brian Padilla got himself in front. '14 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships presented by the National Guard here at the Don Greer Cup Final. U17 Boys final match. The final match will bring you from Field 11. As a low punching drive, Goycochea steers it towards the middle. That's headed along then by Dallas. Dadaj sent it back, but only as far as the left back, Brian Padilla. Now Alan Salazar sends it forward. That's blocked down. Benitez for Villalobos does well to chip that over to Daj. Now he gets it back, left-footed into the box. Header! And it just off the top of the head. Calling for the handball, but the arm was down by the side. Sese bounces it forward, but center back Kamar Marriott there to grab it. Now Loftus to the middle. Salazar. O'Grady punches it ahead. Sese controls. He's got a runner. It's Hennessy. It's chipped over him. Can he get there? No. Williams out first. And Sese, who collided with Villalobos while sending that into the box, is still down. And Dallas will kick it out so Sese can get a look. Referee saying no to the medical attention. He appears to be okay. Players take advantage, get a sip of water. It was very nearly a well-weighted ball. Nice job by number 24, Ryan Jacksta, to come back and just get a touch on it with his head and send it back in. Now rolled forward. Headed along nicely. Watch out here. Dangerous position. Looking for Jana, but it's blocked off. Laura was making the run. Now Villalobos. Near side Padilla. Villalobos again. Dallas working right to left. Trying to get something into a scoring area as that one's sent right back out. Harrison chases it down. Launched for Goycochea. Can he control? He does nicely, and he gets by the defender. Now watch out. He's got Sese with him. Steps by one tackle. Lets the left-footed shot fly, and it's blocked off. As Joxta came over to get in front of it. Now Padilla. Salazar sends wide. To the middle, it's Benitez. Milan heads it forward. Grady follows up. Now Harrison using the foot. Borovic hoping for Goycochea, but that's blocked. And we're going to have a substitution coming on the throw-in. Dylan Hennessy, the defender, moved to the midfield, now being pulled out as Admir Nizaj, a true midfielder, will come in. Hennessy had been slid forward to the midfield spot when they replaced Chung with Steer along the back line. So now Nizaj is a bit taller than Hennessy, and a true midfielder wearing that number 10 comes on. Villalobos gave it on in the middle. It's taken away by Nizaj right into the match. Goycochea. Through ball for Harrison. Well played. Oh, nice double touch to get some space. In for Nizaj. He's from a launching position here as he takes it with a left-footed shot. It's blocked off and rolls in. Now Dadaj turns that, does well to keep it in the field of play. Headed forward. Dadaj back to it. Milan with a good finish. Good control passing there as it finds Borovic. Using the middle, Harrison turns it along for Steer. Steer's pass a bit behind Goycochea. Good effort to slide and keep that in play and keep the possession. Now they go all the way back to Amigon after that miss hit. Messes up the timing a bit of everybody. Dadaj. Borovic. Takes on Villalobos, gets it ahead to Seze, but Villalobos comes away with it. Now watch out, it's Lara. Milan getting to him as Lara pokes it to the middle. Drives it in, it was blocked off, and Fitzgerald cleans it up. Oh, he had a runner in the middle. It was trying to get the combo pass to him. Now, down the far side, Goycochea gives it a run, but will not be able to get there in time. Substitutions expected now for FC Dallas as Jeffrey Withers and Reese Shaddle will both enter the match for FC Dallas. Shadow number 2 and Jeffrey Withers number 70. Ref does not hold up the board indicating who leaves, but we see it is Jose Benitez for 1. And number 11, Ivan Uloa, coming off as well. So Dallas makes some substitutions. Now they throw it in. Dadaj. Nazir. Nizaj again. Nizaj, Dadaj. Hoping for Sese, but that's cut out. Good defending. Mariot coming over and making the play from the center back position. Nizaj again for Dadaj. And we'll get a substitution here as Harrison's going to be pulled. Samuel Farman, a defender, coming in. He replaces Jack Harrison, the midfielder. First time we've seen Farman in the match, as he comes on and immediately marks the substitute for FC Dallas, number 2, Reese Shaddle. Dadaj able to win that, plays it to the middle, but is controlled there by Salazar. Farmer turning it. Here's Steer. Given space. He rolls it to Goycochea, who couldn't control it. Now he does after a couple of deflections. Steer tries a long pass this time, and a leaping header towards the middle. Nizaj can't get to it. He might have been held down a bit. And this is headed down. The flag was up. Referee didn't see it. And now we get the whistle for the offsides. We're going to get another substitute here for Dallas. As it looks like Villalobos will be pulled off. John Saturla, they call him Johnny, coming on in his stead. So changes continue to be made here in the 34th minute. 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships brought to you by Happy Family, the official on-the-go superfood of U.S. Youth Soccer. Also by Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer. And by Liberty Mutual Insurance, an official sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Header on the restart looking for Sese. He was stopped. Whistle silent as Sese controls it. Header towards the box. And it was pulled down as it was seeking Farman. Manhattan retains possession as a long shot headed away. Keeper wasn't in position, but the defense holds tight. Steer got that shot that looked to be headed on net. Now hoping for O'Grady. That's stamped out. And turning with it. Shadow tried to force it ahead. It was blocked off. Go out for a throw. Here's Loftus with it. Just gotta all the way to the corner, saved nicely, sent in and headed along. It goes to Shadow. He controls, gets a shot away, and a sliding block. Coming over was O'Grady. Dallas retains possession now along their back line at midfield. Sese trying to cause problems. Fighting him off was Marriott, and now he gets it head to Shadow. Creative pass there as it's touched towards the middle, but blocked off by Milan. Salazar pops it to the far side. Hit over the head of Goycochea. Farmar plays it back yet again. Now this turnover in a dangerous spot. Making a run now is Withers. And as he crossed into the middle, Fitzgerald just got a big boot on it. Salazar turning. Gets it back. And he is just mauled through the middle. Referee plays the advantage. It comes to Shettle. Rolling it through for Lara. Can he get a drive away? And Lara did, but he beat and missed the near post. Sergio Lara got inside, was able to turn and drive the right foot on it. As we'll take a look at this again here. The nice insert after the ref plays the advantage, and Shadow played it along. And you see Lara with the defense sliding at him, and he just steered it wide. As they say, it was deflected out for a corner, tough for us to tell. Did see Milan coming sliding across, getting the foot in the way. Certainly laid all out to get over to that one. So after Lara had that chance to score, now he's going to have an opportunity to send this in from the far corner. Got a substitution coming first as Juan Amaro comes onto the pitch for FC Dallas, making plenty of substitutions here in this first half. It is getting hot as we approach midday. Low puncher towards the box, headed along by Sese. And now tripping it up was Kita. Whistle silent as you heard the thud of the foot smack together. Withers for Satella. Now Salazar. Shadow. Barovic sent that away. Fitzgerald comes up with it. Shadow stops it there. Looking for something inside, looking for Withers, but a bit too high, and it trickles out. We'll go over for a throw-in, just barely. Coming to the sideline instead of the end line of that flag. So Milan, instead of getting the goal kick, will have to throw it in from deep in his own defensive territory. Kita poked it back for Dadaj, who sends it forward. Ceze flicks it along nicely. Now Nazaj gives it back to Ceze, and before he can send the through ball, he slid down and blocked off. Jashta had it taken away. Now Nazaj, he's got Farmer with him. Tries to sidestep the defender. There's the whistle and the foul. Nazaj was sidestepping the defender and got cleated as he was doing so. I think Manhattan may have wanted them to play an advantage there, but I don't think there was much of one. The referee gives the decision for the free kick, and this is a very good spot for one. Just about 25 yards out. As we'll take a look at this. And yeah, there wasn't much of an advantage there as the defender was following up. It was rolling towards Cece, but it would have been stamped out in the end. Now Kita is on the ball as well as Steer. They space out their wall the best they can. Referee backing them up a step. Will it be Kita or Steer taking this free kick? Steer drives it right at Williams. As Chase Terrian pulls it in. Amaro chips it in. That's Withers trying to turn with it, but he played it with a hand. As you're going to get another look at the drive by Steer. And Chase Terrian just standing right there. Really hit it towards the dead center of the net. And Terrian didn't have much movement to do. As Farmer tried to juggle that along the far touchline, couldn't handle it. Goes out for a throw-in. Marriott. Salazar turning it towards the middle. Lobbed along. And picked up on the fly by Padilla. Sends it deep. Withers has Padilla with him. Instead, he'll go back to the top. Now it comes to Padilla. Crosses between two would-be defenders. Referee plays the advantage. As Shadow trying to turn, has Fitzgerald on him. Shadow rolls it. Withers stamped out by Dadaj, and the right-footed clear. Good poised defensive play in tight. As they turn that away, now Withers trying to get to it, but that's headed first by O'Grady right to Nazaj. His pass stolen by Juan Amaro. Saturla. Shadow. Being stared down by O'Grady as he tried to get it to Amaro. Took an unlucky hop there and able to clear it. Nazaj trying to get to it, and now he will. All the way back to Dadaj. Here we come to the final few minutes of the first half. Remember, our clock is not official. While it's accurate, it's not going to go off right at 45. It's still up to the official to keep time for both half and full times on the pitch, so we'll wait for his whistle. Amaro. Lara. Thought about Withers, instead tries to take on Fitzgerald one-on-one. Now he waits, chips it, and flags up. Offsides was Withers. And now Kita shown a yellow card after the fact. Second booking of the match for Manhattan, as Mahmoud Kita has shown a yellow card here in the 43rd minute. We also saw Miguel Chung with a yellow card here earlier in the first half. It was after the play. The offside still stands, so Amigon will restart play. O'Grady backing up on it, able to win it away from Lara. And again, he's tripped up, but he maintains possession and keeps to his feet. Well done. Borovic. One-timer, controlled by Farmar, back to Borovic. Kita. And the deflection will go for a throw. Kita takes it quickly. Sese has it go over his head. This one touched. Borovic tripped up. Whistle silent as Shadow came through. Amaro had Lara down the far touchline. Instead, he works it towards the middle. O'Grady cut it out there. Dallas back on possession as they roll it towards the middle. It's Saturla. Loftus. Loftus with another try at it. Shadow. Circling. Gets it by O'Grady with a nice touch. Whittle sending it forward, hoping for Amaro, but that was too far in front of him. Rolls out. That'll be a throw in here in the 45th minute. We're still scoreless in the Don Greer Boys 17 final. Manhattan PSG and FC Dallas Youth 97 Premier both doing battle. Both group winners. As this one's turned over, could be dangerous. Good job by O'Grady to hold back Lara as he gives it off. Shadow. Inside, Lara. Drive is blocked off. He gets it back, though, as Milan stopped it. It's rolled in front to Dodge, stepped it away. And now a drive by Shadow is cut off. Defense standing strong as Farman starts it ahead. Sese turns, looking for Kita, but a falling block by Padilla. 1 minute shown by the fourth official. 1 minute of added time. Wasn't much delay in that first half. Very clean soccer played by both sides. O'Grady. Flick towards the middle. Borovic gave it a chase. O'Grady heads it straight down. It's controlled in the midfield. Whittle. Amaro. Shadow. Saturla. That's blocked. And now a chance here with numbers if they hurry. Farman surging ahead. Nazaj pokes it ahead to Sese. Farman on the far side. Kita on the near side. It comes to number 7. Back to Sese. And that insert is blocked, but only as far as Farman. Right-footed drive, and it's over the bar. And on that missed shot, there is the whistle for halftime. 45 minutes in the books. We are scoreless, both teams, with a couple of shots. Not many on goal. The keepers were there when they were. It was back and forth action, but it was certainly exciting as the Don Greer Cup is still on the line in a level match with zeros on the board after 45 minutes. The 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships are brought to you by the National Guard, the official armed forces branch of U.S. Youth Soccer and presenting sponsor of the National Championships. By Nike, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Capri Sun, the official ready-to-drink juice of U.S. Youth Soccer. By Happy Family, the official on-the-go superfood of U.S. Youth Soccer. Also brought to you by Kohl's, the official department store of U.S. Youth Soccer. Liberty Mutual Insurance is an official sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Nestle Nesquik is the official post-game drink of U.S. Youth Soccer. Skills, the official player performance training sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Also by Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. NSCAA is a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer. Also brought to you by MLS. U.S. Youth Soccer is the official grassroots partner of MLS. And by Turbo Sports Group, the official video streaming production company of the National Championships. Don't forget, you can order and purchase any broadcast from this year's event by logging on to www.turbosportsgroup.com. 45 minutes in the books. We are scoreless between FC Dallas Premier and Manhattan SC PSG. The Group A and Group B champions are level, but there was still plenty of action in that scoreless draw of 45 minutes. We'll recap the action and bring you the second half after this short break. Down as T winds up being the last one remaining flat on the ground as Mariotte gets up. Shadow still on all fours, looking a bit starstruck as they check out the leg and the lower body of Amigon. Now both FC Dallas players are up and walking around at least, although neither of them look to be just at 100%. Shadow made his way right over to the medical cart, which is back to see him. Now Amigon is up, which is great to see. Shadow is back down over off the edge of the pitch. The insert was right at Amigon, and the two defenders collided right around him. He looked like he might have even gotten sandwiched as he punched it away. FC Dallas is going to make some substitutions out of necessity here, as you'll get another look on the serve into the box. And Shadow, who is holding up around his neck and face area, maybe just wiping sweat away. Either way, it's going to be Ivan Uloa checking back in. I believe Mariotte has not been subbed for yet. Shadow was the one who was subbed for Uloa. He was the only substitution made in that situation. As it's chipped down. Looking for Sese, that's blocked off. Intercepted and now turned back. Salazar rolls it near side. Loftus lofts one. Fitzgerald back. And this is played out for a throw-in. Shalta still making his way around the edge of the field over to his bench. Hopefully he's all right. And over on the far side, Kamar Mariotte is still being looked at. As Chung Goikachia now to the near side. Comes for Uloa. His insert blocked off. Hennessy, but it was taken by Uloa. And now turning. Benitez. Taken away. Chung. Intercepted. Salazar tries to fight it back through. Milan. Out to Dadaj. Rolling it ahead. Goikachia, Harrison, back steps, now rolls it, looking for Hennessy, but that's taken away before it gets there. Stepping up to it was Loftus. Can he start some kind of counter? As he chips it across, all the way across, looking for Rodas. It settles nicely, but gives time for Dadaj and the rest of that back line to come out. Now Rodas' shot is blocked off by Milan. Rodas back to it. And Milan, a nice sliding tackle, kicks that away. Harrison saves it, well done. Good effort on that far touchline to keep it in play. Goikachia, he's got Sese making a run. He's also got Chung level with him as he comes running straight up. Here near side, it's Chung to the corner. Now a shot taken, and that drives wide and out of play. And while we've got a moment now, let's take a look back at the offsides call from yesterday, the controversial call that wiped the goal away from Fullerton. As you see here from the angle, it's close as Amigon was stepping up. Amigon looked over and realized he got the offsides call. They did have Dadaj standing in net, but as you look at the replay, he stepped up just at the last second, and I apologize if I make it seem more egregious than it was. The call was close. Manhattan still vehement. It was the right call. The referees have tended to agree with the decision that was made on the field, so we apologize if we've made it seem as though Fullerton was robbed more so than they were. It was a close call, and those types of calls happen all the time, and Amigon was stepping forward from our center camera 2 angle. It looks as though Amigon on that replay is level, maybe a step ahead. It's really tougher to tell than initially anticipated. It's obvious that Dadaj is standing in the net. But once again, it is much closer and much more of a difficult call than originally meets the eye. That call wiped a goal which would have been an 89th minute decider for Fullerton. When the goal was wiped off, Manhattan went on to win 3-2 in penalty kicks. And now they find themselves in a scoreless match, and a brilliant match thus far. With FC Dallas is now trying to streak through was Chung. No, that's Goikachia. He was tripped up. As Goikachia tried to turn upfield, he was whistled. And Borovic will restart it. Or so we thought. They bring the back line all the way up to midfield. Rolled along to Hennessy. The retouch misses Hennessy trying to run a give and go. And the turnover sends FC Dallas. They're in no hurry, though. They'll pass along the back line. Amigon. For Dadaj. as now he tried to sidestep. The whistle and the free kick given. As Harrison back to his feet. And this now a chance to send one in. As they stack right at the top of the 18. Harrison around the ball. Goycochea over there as well, but it looks as though he's walking off. We'll see who decides to send it in play. Both of them equidistant from the ball. About 12 yards out from that 18 box. Sent in. And Ulloa got to it to head it away. Finished up and sent downfield. Hennessy will watch it go back to Amigon, who turns it around. Now Milan. Harrison. Nice touch to start himself upfield. See where he tries to go with this now as it comes to Sese. Back to Harrison. Left-footed drive, skips in. Keeper pokes it away. It's free in the box. But nobody making the run in on the rebound. And comfortably able out to get it is Chase Terrian. This one's settled by Ulloa. Goycochea takes it from him and plays it back for Dadaj. Goycochea. Borovic. Hennessy. Goycochea. Chip to the far side, hoping for Harrison. Played it into a little bit too much space and too much ground to cover. Harrison couldn't get up and make the play as it rolls out for a throw-in. Salazar tried to send it. That's blocked. Salazar. Turning. Trying to settle that was Amaro. He does. And now the flag is up for the offsides as they tried to play it in to Kevin Rodas. The offsides restart finds its way to the back line of Dallas. They send it ahead, but only as far as Hennessy. Chipped. Salazar. Fitzgerald heads it. And we going back. 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships are brought to you by the National Guard, the official armed forces branch of U.S. Youth Soccer, and presenting sponsor of the National Championships by Nestle Nesquik, the official post-game drinks of U.S. Youth Soccer, and by Nike, the official supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. Here in the 60th minute, nearing the final half hour of regulation, neither side has really been able to create anything too dangerous in the box as of yet. Good back and forth play, good creative passing through the middle. We just saw a nice sprawling save by Chase Terrian. Hennessy, blocked down. Ulloa stepped over to it. Sese turning, has that stamped out, but Hennessy does well to send it back into Sese. And now cleaning that up was Satera. And then a whistle and a foul called on Sese as he came through and caught Juan Amaro. Take a look at this again here as Sese working on Amaro. Amaro takes it away there. And then there's the slide from behind. So the free kick coming. Mario boots it. Amigon going up. It punches down, but still free. Borovic finishes it up. But the whistle and a foul was called anyway as O'Grady was taken down in the box. Ulloa, and looks like he's holding the side of his head after Ulloa and O'Grady came together. Head injuries, as we know, immediate stoppage, and come to check on them. All the emphasis in every level of sport from youth all the way through professional, making sure that everybody is okay with something as serious as that. And he's turned over now onto his back as we're going to try to get a look at what happened here. Medical cart making its way back over to that end of the pitch. As we'll take a look at this again. The free kick goes sailing into the box, and it looked like O'Grady's head was going forward, and might have been Ulloa's head going back as the two collided, and the side of the head is definitely more exposed and more fragile. As O'Grady, who was trying to get up but has been urged to stay down, is on the ground getting a treatment now from the trainer, so hopefully he's okay, as the rest of the squads will get water breaks here. This is our final match from Field 17, from Field 11, the U17 Boys National Championship, the Don Greer Cup. It's been an exciting week. This is the 18th match we've broadcast to you, live streaming from Field 11. We saw Manhattan PSG play here yesterday in the semifinal match. A well-fought battle. They had a penalty kick that could have tied it in the 73rd minute that sailed over the bar. Then a nice creative play that finished with Miguel Chung scoring the 76th minute goal to equalize. They had trailed ever since the 17th minute when Ronaldo Pineda scored a goal off a turnover. They leveled it at 1 in the second overtime. Were able to get the lead on a great score by Uzi, excuse me. He received double yellows for his celebration antics. And then just 2 minutes later, a penalty kick was scored again by Pineda, made it 2-2, and then in the extra penalty kicks, PSG did not miss a single one, drilling all 5. And after Fullerton made their first 4, the 5th one sailed just over the crossbar, a mirror image of how Fitzgerald's missed in regulation. And just as Fitzgerald thought that might have been the dagger to his team's hope, indeed it turned out to be for Fullerton. As Amigon and PSG stood tall. And now here today, we've seen an excellent effort from both sides. Of course, Uzi is not available to Manhattan after being double yellowed and thus tossed from the game yesterday. As now good to see O'Grady to his feet and being walked off, accompanied by the medical staff. Nizaj is going to come in. Admir Nizaj, the midfielder, to replace O'Grady. And he's walking off on his own power, not even headed towards the medical cart. Hopefully he's okay, just a bit shaken up. Got his bell rung a bit. We hope to see him back in this match at some point in the near future. In the meantime, it was a penalty called, or foul, excuse me, called against Dallas for the effort. Referee had pointed as a free kick, but now it looks as though they're setting up for a drop ball here, which if the foul was called, because the whistle was blowing, the direction was pointed by the referee, if the foul was called, then it should be just a free kick by PSG. But the ref's just going to do his drop and a restart, so same difference. As Amigon picks it up. Runs it out of the 18 box. And now doubles back. Milan plays it ahead. Goycochea rolls it all the way near side. Hennessy. Heavy touch. As he couldn't control it on the run, it bounces out of play. Nazaj gave it a chase, but it was just too quick for him. I think Hennessy was trying to control that more than one touch it along. Trying to do that in stride is so difficult, as we know. Fitzgerald plays it forward over Nazaj. Picked up by Salazar. And now he works it near side as Loftus sends it back along Mariotte. Mariotte, who was over getting medical attention earlier in this half, is still on the pitch. He was never subbed for. He and Shaltis, who came together, we haven't seen Shaltis since he looked to get the worst of it. We see him down on the bench now. Looks like he's grabbing some water with the penny on. So good to see he's hopefully okay. Hopefully likewise for O'Grady. Fitzgerald rolls it for Milan. Strong send. That's blocked off and then knocked down, controlled nicely by FC Dallas. Ulloa turning through the midfield was fouled by Goycochea as he tried to make his way forward. So that'll be a free kick, and we're going to get a substitute for FC Dallas. Chris Villalobos is going to check back in, and our clock has been running since the injury to O'Grady, which took a substantial couple of minutes. So although we are in the 67th minute, we'll wait and see how much injury time and stoppage time is added. That clock is pretty close to the actual 45, but we'll wait and see what is added on. That'll be up to the fourth official. We won't find that out for another 23 minutes or so. Villalobos came up and tried to pick that out of the air and send it back towards the net, but he missed wide. Bit ambitious there, coming up and trying to get the left foot on that as it was screaming at him. Benitez had it taken away. Hennessy rolls it to the middle. Goycochea. Harrison was bumped. Held it for a moment, then Ulloa wrestled it forward. Dadaj over, deflects that off of a red leg, and out it'll go for a throw for PSG. Figure will have a pretty high number of injury minutes. So that clock here in the 69th minute now, still a lot of time left. This score still level. Scoreless draw as a substitution is made, and Sergio Lara, the starting forward, comes back on. When he was out there in the first half, he got a lot of looks trying with those lob passes to him. We'll see if they go back to that as he makes his way right into that lead forward spot. Harrison knocks it down. Wrestles through. He's got numbers here if he hurries. But that was walled off. Flag was up anyway. And they do blow it dead. So off the offsides reset. Rodas. And he was knocked down. Chung got him as he was trying to blow by, and Chung whistled for the penalty. So a foul now coming and a chance to send one in here for a scoring opportunity. FC Dallas. As we take a look at this again, see the foul. Chung giving chase, the little start and stop, and yeah, just caught him on that right instep. Just mistimed the tackle, missed the ball, got the man, and the foul given. Ulloa on the ball. They stack the far end of the post. It's sent in. Fitzgerald got his head on it, still high. Amaro keeps it in play, and now the flag up says it went over the touchline. close over there. We obviously don't have the camera along the end line, so we can't tell if it went out in the air. That's the referee's decision. The side judge said it did. PSG takes over. Jung settles. Harrison. Seze running forward, seeking out Goycochea, and the one touch goes on over the net. Would have been tough in tight like that to do anything towards the net. Seze was there, maybe a chance to try to cross one over, but that's tough to do in so tight, speeding to the ball, which has just as much steam as you do, and then trying to change its direction like that is so difficult working with that limited space, and he winds up just popping it up and over the bar. 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships brought to you by Skills, the official player performance training sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer, and by Sports Authority, the official sporting goods retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. That time Borovic was knocked down as he tried to head it forward. The whistle and the foul. Now the referee has more words for Ulloa. That's the second collision Ulloa has been involved in that's left a PSG player on the turf for a lingering moment. When he collided with O'Grady, we still haven't seen him since. That was up around the head. That one was definitely unintentional. This one he was certainly going after the man. I don't think he meant to get him that heavy. As they restart short, Harrison chips it. Marriott blocked it away. Amaro, Fitzgerald. Dadaj giving it a chase. That'll run out, and Amaro will step up to throw it in. Who will take home the Don Greer Cup? Just about 20 minutes from the end of regulation, still scoreless. Both of these teams had very late finishes in the semifinal. As watch out, look at this flip by Amaro. And it's wide of the net. Oh, what a lovely effort there as Amigon was coming out. He got the side of his foot on it and knocked it over Amigon, but couldn't direct it on target. It'll go out for a goal kick, but got to applaud the effort there. Amaro coming through, making something out of nothing. He was really in no man's land, and that ball just found him. And he was able to contort his leg in some manifest and get. As that was deflected out. Last touched by FC Dallas. You got to look at this again. Amigon coming out and just got that right side of the foot, and that was pretty close considering the effort he had to make to get there. Now to Dodge, screaming into the corner. Look at this angle. Takes it into the 18. He's got one rolling towards the front. It gets through everybody, but was sent away by Rodas. Hennessy gets to it, keeping the pressure applied. As this one was roped just a bit high and outside, clangs off the back railing above the net. It'll go for a goal kick. It'll be Jace Terrian to restart play. It was the 76th minute when PSG got their first goal yesterday. Nearing that timing now as Chung races that ahead to Goycochea. The pass perfectly weighted to Seze. He can't get around him, and no foul as Terrian comes out and scoops it up. Seze thought he was dragged down. There were a couple of players around him with hands high around his neck and shoulder area, and he went to the turf as that ball was perfectly placed in his lap. He's still holding his chest as Terrian took advantage and picked it up. Now this one's sent in for Lara, but the flag is up. Lara offside. As we'll take a look at this foul, or would-be foul, again on Seze. Look at this ball. Controlled well, and then as he's trying to turn, oh, look at the fingertips. Kamar Marriott got the fingertips up around the shoulder, pulled him down by the top of his jersey, got away with it. And that's why Seze's still grabbing at his neck, because the shirt itself went back, and that's what chopped him right in that throat area. The offsides restart. Harrison. Sese. Nizaj knocked down. There's the whistle and the foul. Nizaj pushed down from behind, and this time they do get the call for the direct kick. It's outside the penalty area. PSG urging for a potential card. Let's take a look at this again. Sese finished it into Nizaj and just kind of stepped on his back heel and used the hands to almost tabletop him to knock him to the turf. It's nothing more than a foul, no card necessary in that situation. A 76th minute goal leveled the match for PSG yesterday. Could they get a 76th minute goal here on a set piece to take the lead in the Don Greer Cup final? Dallas wants to make a substitution they're not going to get to on this stoppage. Chung on top of the ball. Harrison there as well. Harrison! That's over the bar. And out of play for a goal kick, and now we will get the substitution. Juan Gonzalez going to check back in. Juan Amaro is being replaced. And you take a look at the drive by Harrison again. And just a little bit too far back on it that time. Pretty good effort. Taking the shot that close makes sense. So Gonzalez back in. And now Terrian restarts with the 6th kick. That strong header finds his way right back to Terrian. Padilla. Sese heads it along. Mariotte steps over to cut out any danger. Villalobos sends it to Gonzalez. Trying to get by Nizaj. And that's tipped out. And nice job by Dadaj to deflect that off of Gonzalez and get the throw in. Salazar. Mariotte. Loftus. Dylan Loftus sends it. Nobody there really as the Dodge steps in front. Is controlled. Rodas. Hennessy comes over to help on the defense. As Rodas still trying to fight it. Kept it in play. Rolled it to the front. Watch out now. It's rolled across. Gonzalez! And with the defense barreling in on him, all he can do is clear it over the bar. That ball was free for a long time. Gonzalez, the substitute, stepped up to it. As you take a look again, Ulloa sends it across, and then you see there was going to be no chance, really. Amigon was lining up against Ulloa, and then it went over, and had that been on target, could have been trouble. Loftus able to shoulder off Nizaj as he wins the throw in. Now Mariotte. Well-weighted ball looking for Lara. He turns back with it now. Dadaj trying to take it away from Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Lara. Lara takes it into the box. It stepped out. It'll go for a corner. That time Chung had to step over from his spot to deflect it out of play. Nizaj and Goycochea will step out of the box. Every other defender in there for PSG. Floated. And headed down for a goal kick. It was Lara who was right in front of Amigon, who got the head on it and bounced it down as he was falling. He laid down on the ground for a moment, but he's back up after just missing the attempt.
Keep it up, Red.
Kita set to check back into the game. He'll do so on the next restart as the goal kick is taken before the substitution acknowledged. And there it is before Padilla throws this in for FC Dallas. Manhattan will get Kita in as Admir Nizaj is going to trot off. Kita, who was yellow carded in the 43rd minute, comes back on for the first time since then. Chung and Kita both receiving yellow cards in that first half. Strong header. This one stepped on. Jashka. Kita fresh into the game, chases that down, keeps it in. Touches it ahead, looking for Borovic, but it rolls on through. That one knocked down, but Goigochea to it. Goigochea sidestepping, working for some space. Now he sends a right-footed floater, and that had good weight, but is well wide. '14 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships are brought to you by Wilson Trophy Company, the official awards, medals, and pin supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer, by NSCAA, a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer, and by MLS. U.S. Youth Soccer is the official grassroots partner of MLS. Terrian to restart as Marriott comes short, and they'll go that way. Now Marriott's big foot sends it ahead. Fitzgerald was the one who got ahead on it as he towers over Kevin Rodas. Sent forward only as far as Marriott yet again. Looking for Rodas. Hennessy able to get up and knock it down. Ulloa gets to it. One touch back to him. He chips it through. Lara giving chase, but Amigon will get out first and snatch that up. Seze. Goigochea. This one's deflected out. It'll go for a corner. Everyone will push forward here. Could this be the opportunity for PSG to jump in front? It's Harrison to send it in from the far corner. Harrison. Fitzgerald! He's done it! Fitzgerald finds the back of the net, and PSG leads 1-0. Terrian claiming he was pushed off the ball. He can't believe there's no foul call, but Fitzgerald, the tallest man in the box, found it, and what a finish. Perfectly placed along the end line, and Fitzgerald, the defender, strikes, and Manhattan now just minutes away from hoisting the Don Greer Cup. Oh, what a corner. Harrison played it perfectly. And so late in the match, such a strike. Fitzgerald, he had 3 goals in match group play. Touches that in. And here we're going to take a look at the goal again. Perfectly placed, and then watch Fitzgerald slide in and get the header right in front of the keeper. There's no foul there. That's just a great play by Fitzgerald. Perfectly timed run right off the side of his head into the back of the net. And you just had a sense that PSG was going to really put something forward on that corner, and they do, and they drive it in for the goal. Now Hennessy with the steal. Could things open up a bit here? Kita keeps it in, rolls it towards the middle as he was stamped out. Five or so minutes, remember that clock, not official. We should have plenty of stoppage time in addition to the 90, with a couple of injuries and now plus the goal. Gonzalez walks it into the box, rolls it in front. Ulloa trying to turn with it. He sends it back, and this one is sent over the bar as Amigon was right there anyway to help make sure that thing had no chance of sinking into the net. Sean Fitzgerald has given Manhattan PSG the lead. The New York East State champs, Region 1 champions.
Stay on him, Red. Don't let up.
Slid back to the middle. Ceze hoping for Borovic, couldn't direct it. Now he gets to it for Ceze. Rolls it back. And Harrison continues it along. Kita. Hennessy. Fitzgerald. As it stands, the hero. He sends it forward. And there's going to be the foul. The referee thought about playing the advantage, waited to see how that ball landed. And once it fell with Manhattan, he blew the whistle. And Goicoechea shown a yellow card for that effort. Third yellow card. This time it's John Sebastian Goicoechea. So another midfielder with a yellow card caution. All three are on the pitch right now. Sent in. That's headed down, controlled. Harrison speeds out. He's got numbers surging ahead of him. To Hennessy. Hennessy thrown off the ball. Taken away by Dallas. Harrison rescues it back for a moment, but now Ulloa. And he's going to try to send the through ball, cut out well by Milan. Lara, his 4 goals yesterday helped send FC Dallas to the finals match. He scored late in stoppage time. Does he have another desperation goal in him? And Borovic going to be whistled for the foul here. And this a striking opportunity for FC Dallas. Borovic. And the yellow card's out. And shown to Borovic. 4th booking of the match. As you'll see it again. Heads it to himself. Gets shouldered off. There's a foul there, but yellow card is a bit egregious, at least from that angle. As Withers will come on. Trying to use that height of Withers, get an extra attacker in. Ulloa ready to send it in. He gets his 10 yards as the referee backs up the ball a bit. Michael Steer, who was inserted at left back in the first half, is set to check in again. Some more defensive help coming for PSG as we are in the 90th minute. Again, that time on your clock, not official. Accurate, but not official. Ulloa with everybody stacked on the far post. Surveys his surroundings. Ulloa headed on, it's loose. And that turn back into the box is long. Villalobos plays it high. Withers tried to get to it. It's headed down and now headed away. FC Dallas retains possession, looking for Ulloa. Hennessy over with the header, clears it away. Now Harrison racing back on the counter. He's got Kita with him. Also Ceze making a run on the far side. Takes it to the corner and just gets the deflection. Willing to just take the possession and drip seconds off the clock. The referee has shown it looked like 4 minutes. 4 minutes of added time. And Steer is going to be a substitute on the next stoppage, as Harrison tried to work that along the end line, but it wound up rolling over. It'll go for a goal kick. And Hennessy taking a seat. Coach was out looking, and the trainer at Hennessy, the referee didn't call him on. The fourth official, I think, allowed him to enter. They're going to make a substitution anyway. It was going to be Steer coming in for Hennessy. So Steer has to wait until Hennessy makes it off the pitch, and this is similar to the way we saw him exit yesterday. Good to see him back today, giving everything he has, trying to help his team win a championship, and they are just minutes away with a 1-0 lead. Sean Fitzgerald, an 86th-minute header, putting them up. FC Dallas tied the semifinal in the last moments of stoppage time yesterday. As Mariot trying to turn for it, stabs it to retain possession, fights through Dadaj, but now has it taken away as Chung stepped in front. Now Borovic with a big clear. That sends Jatska all the way back towards the box. Fitzgerald. Now Dadaj finishes the clear. Villalobos. Ceze rolls it down. Comes out for a throw for Dallas. They still retain possession. Need to get something forward here. As Fitzgerald again sticking out like a sore thumb there along that back line. Gets the head to it. Terrian flips it. Trying to build. Couple minutes left. This clears everybody. To it is Gonzalez. Dadaj beats him there. Dadaj able to swing that right foot around. Now Lara. Fitzgerald heads it away. Villalobos coming in, but Harrison to it first. Harrison, Kita. Nice touch here. Watch out. The race is on. Goycochea. He's got Ceze with him. Out comes the keeper. Goycochea's shot. And what would have iced it winds up clearing high and wide. That'll go for a goal kick. Precious seconds left. The whistle could come at any moment. Mariot heads it on. Turning. Lara run down. And the whistle silent. Harrison. Kita. That's Ceze. And there's the whistle. There it is. Manhattan SC are the Don Greer Cup champions. An 88th minute header from Sean Fitzgerald is the difference, as the Region 1 champions have become the national champions here in Germantown, Maryland. What a match. Scoreless for so long. It was Harrison's cross on the corner kick that set up the game-winning header. And elation on our final match from Field 11 as the U17 boys from Manhattan SC PSG are crowned national champions. A run that began with the New York State Cup, running through the region. Penalty kicks yesterday to get here, And now, with a late goal off a set piece, they can celebrate as national champions. FC Dallas, whose comeback yesterday allowed them the right to try to compete for this national championship, played their hearts out as well. It was back and forth for much of this match. You just had a feeling it was going to come down to one well-placed corner, and indeed it came late in the 80 minutes. What a finish. What a way to wrap up our week here in Germantown, Maryland. It's been a ton of fun. We've seen some great competitive soccer, both boys and girls. Saw the U19s last night, and now today the U17s, boys and girls, both finishing on 1-0 finishes, both using headers off corners as the lone tally in their matches. The boys from Manhattan will celebrate this win. It'll be an easy drive up I-95 as they celebrate a national championship here in 2014. It'll be a year to remember. A lot of rising juniors and seniors in high school, many of them making college decisions. A lot of college coaches and recruiting equipment here. 2014 U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships brought to you Insurance, an official sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Brought to you by Nesquik, the official post-game drink of U.S. Youth Soccer. Also brought to you by Skills, the official player performance training sponsor of U.S. Youth Soccer. Sports Authority is the official sporting goods retailer of U.S. Youth Soccer. Wilson Trophy Company about to hand out the Don Greer Cup. They're the official awards, medals, and pin supplier of U.S. Youth Soccer. NSCAA is a proud partner of U.S. Youth Soccer. Also brought to you by MLS. U.S. Youth Soccer is the official grassroots partner of MLS, and by Turbo Sports Group, the official video streaming production company of the national championships. Don't forget, you can order and purchase any broadcast, including this one, from this year's event by logging on to www.turbosportsgroup.com. What a finish. Let's look at the highlights from the U17 Boys Don Greer Cup final. FC Dallas, it looked like Dallas was going to have plenty of pressure here throughout the game. Then you see PSG controlling things, getting into a rhythm as Chung let a left-footed shot fly that just missed high and wide. Another effort there as the header couldn't get placed on net. The possession continued and eventually ended with that big header steering it out of harm's way. Then after the referee played an advantage, here's a chance for Lara, who drives the right-footed shot. It got blocked off at the last moment by Milan. Another chance from a set piece there that was flagged down by Terrian. Here another shot blocked off. A lot of good defensive play from this PSG squad, as there you see Dadaj cleaning it up with a big sweeping right foot. Couple more chances. That one deflected up. Another set piece. The shot from just so far, and you see the frustration mounting as it remains level. A scoreless draw for so long. The team's coming so close. And then here it is. Harrison on the insert. Fitzgerald gets the side of his head to it. The left side just blasting it into the far corner. You'll get another look in slow motion here, just ahead of the keeper, Terrian. He thought he was interfered with, but Fitzgerald, just an absolutely outstanding finish. His 5th goal of these national championships, none bigger